So I was pursuing a dance career in New York, and my cousin had told me I should go check out a yoga class. And so I went to Jivamukti, which was back then, you know, and it still is a very popular yoga school in New York. And I practiced there for a while, and then I had gone over to Cindy Lee's Om, which was a little bit smaller, so I kind of got a little bit more attention. First time I also realized I was a beginner and really on this new path of yoga. My dance career had taken me to the West Coast, and somebody had recommended Mati Zirazzi at YogaWorks, and they said if you really want to be a yoga teacher, go to YogaWorks and go to Mati. And this was back when there was only 2 YogaWorks. It was, I think, 2002. And first time I studied with Mati, I mean, there was a voice in me that was like, she's going to be my teacher. And I dove deep into Ashtanga yoga, and that's when I really began my Mysore, my daily Mysore practice. And I also completed the training with her and Lisa Walford in 2002. And the rest is history. I've been teaching ever since then in LA, and I've made 3 trips to India, and I'm still practicing Ashtanga yoga, but teaching Vinyasa flow. Yeah. I love Ashtanga yoga. I think for somebody like me to practice Ashtanga yoga, to teach Ashtanga yoga, it's a little too linear for my personality. I love using music, and I love working with live musicians. Also, I love sequencing. And maybe it's because I was a dancer, and you know, I'm kind of keen to choreography and body friendly, and I have a degree in exercise science. So I've kind of fused it all together, and I teach a Vinyasa flow class based from Ashtanga. So, you know, the breathing, the deeper breathing, moving with your breath. And I also have a love for Iyengar yoga. So there's long holds, I do use props, and, you know, the importance of alignment. So it's a fusion of alignment and breath. Well, I actually know Julie from the 300 Hour. And I was teaching a lot of the 300 Hour and getting to know her, and I had heard her story, and also I think first the name attracted me. Ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-harming. It's the first of the 8 limbs, and in my opinion, and I think many people will agree with me, it's the most important one. So it's about non-harming to yourself, to others, to your environment. And so I think it has a very beautiful meaning. And also to put the matter of abuse out there, domestic violence, and create this support center where people can come. And also put the awareness out there that it doesn't have to be this, you know, like the burning bed or stuff that, you know, I think a lot of us think when we hear domestic violence, but that, you know, it can happen on an everyday basis, maybe on a much smaller note. So I think she's doing a great job of bringing the awareness out to a very dark subject. Well, I am the 3rd chakra yoga teacher. So we're going to be based off the chakras, and the 3rd chakra is the color yellow. It's the chakra of fire, okay? Power, not power coming from an ego outward place, but power that comes from also, you know, rooting the other bottom chakras below. And good self-esteem, good sense of confidence, projecting yourself out there into the world. And I will probably do a sequence that involves core work, maybe some handstands. You know, we'll see how it goes, but hopefully lifting people's feet off the ground to make them believe in themselves a little bit more. So each teacher is going to teach a 20-minute segment based on each chakra. So the way the chakras work is they're energy wheels. They're like discs of energy moving from the very bottom to the ground up. And the first, or moving from the very bottom up to the crown chakra. And the first chakra is Muladhara. That's the root chakra. And that's basically our survival needs. Getting grounded in our bodies, being able to take care of everyday needs, you know, paying our bills, feeding ourselves, that has to do with really providing yourself your needs for the world. And then the second chakra, Sahasrara, or pardon me, Swadhisthana, that is up where the reproductive organs are, and that has to do with your feeling good. So it's like once you have your basic needs taken care of, then bring it up to, you know, feeling good and enjoying everything that you're creating, enjoying your life, enjoying pleasure. A lot of times an unhealthy second chakra is associated with guilt, okay, or kind of stifling those feelings. So I think this will be interesting. I don't know who's teaching this chakra. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with. And then I'm teaching the third chakra. Third chakra is about self-esteem and power that comes from, you know, really connecting to your own inner space, inner truth, as opposed to the power that comes from the external, and that's feeding the ego. So, you know, that's going to be more about finding a good, healthy self-esteem. Okay. And then when we move up to the heart chakra, and the heart chakra really pulls it all together. The bottom three chakras are more about survival in the world, and they're a little bit more outward. And when you get up into the heart chakra, this is about unconditional love, and you can also say service. It's also about how we connect to others, and of course loving ourselves as much as we can, because if we don't love ourselves, we're not going to be able to go out there and do good. So we have to really, you know, take care of all the other chakras to bring it up here into the heart. The fifth chakra, this is the area of communication, okay, and it's also known for speaking your truth. If you have a very unhealthy throat chakra, you stifle those words. A lot of times you get a sore throat. So when you have a healthy throat chakra, you're speaking your truth, okay? And then we move up to the sixth chakra, which is our vision, our intuition, okay? And it's also, you know, how we can see, project our vision out into the world. And then the higher chakra is the crown chakra. And when we hear the word Om, that actually resonates the crown chakra. And it has to do with this universal intelligence, but also connecting ourselves to, you know, even more than we could ever see. So come to the Ahimsa Festival in October. Maybe you aren't affected by domestic violence. However, just by coming to a festival like this and, you know, opening your eyes to really learning what it's about, maybe you will come across somebody that is affected by it and needs help to get out of that situation. So come to the Ahimsa Festival so we can spread a lot of good in this world.